I am really running out of adjectives of great, of just variations on this was fantastic, but it was. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy. Hello, movies and TV. That's what we do here, and I traveled out of the way, way out of the way, about 45 minutes from where I live to see a movie today, and it was worth it. That movie is actually a documentary, but not say a documentary directed by a filmmaker I love, and that is the Sparks Brothers. The Sparks Brothers is directed by Edgar Wright, his lord and savior of film, Edgar Wright, who, if you haven't seen his filmography, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End, Scott Pilgrim, Baby Driver, dude is amazing director. This is his first documentary, and you can tell from the opening, before there's even images on the screen outside of the opening credits, you know you're in an Edgar Wright film, where the band that he's spotlighting is singing opening title track, and then his title, because then he goes, Edgar Wright, an Edgar Wright film with an opening title track. Something like that, and you're just like, I'm in. Okay, so what's this Sparks Brothers about? Well, it's about a band that's kind of unsung. It's been described on the poster of the film itself as your favorite band's favorite band, and it's Sparks, and it's these made up, people have come and go, background people, but it's mainly these two brothers, the male brothers, Russell and Ron. And they're these two brothers, very eccentric guys. Russell's kind of like the cute, pretty boy dude with the very 70s and 80s hair. And Ron is kind of his quirky brother who always, real wide-eyed, wears glasses in this, and notably has what many describe as a Chaplin or a Hitler mustache. The little, there's a very good gag involving, I think it was like an animation of John Lennon and was it Lennon and Ringo? Might have been Lennon and Ringo, where it's Simon Pegg and Nick Frost's obligatory Edgar Wright movie cameos, where they're like, you're never gonna believe this. This guy's performing on Top of the Pops with Adolf Hitler, because he has the mustache. Much nicer guy than Mr. Hitler. But basically, they're the band, and they've made 25 albums, 50 years, one of which was with Franz Ferdinand, which was, what? How do I not know these guys? Russell dated the lead singer of the Go-Go's. They were basically discovered by the great Todd Rundgren, who basically, in the movie, they have some funny title cards, they do some very meta touches throughout. His as Rock God, justified. And it's about their rise, and it's about themselves, people who know them, as well as celebrity fans, among them Jack Antonoff, Mike Myers, the dude from Yo Gabba Gabba, who's actually in the movie a lot as a talking head. And it kind of intercuts between black and white sort of talking head bits of the brothers as well as their friends to stop, typical Iranian stuff, archival footage, music videos, footage from movies they worked on, one of them which was Rad, the 80s guilty pleasure bad movie classic with Talia Shire. In fact, there's one point where Jason Schwartzman, who is like one of the famous fans who talks about his love of the Sparks, Sparks, he says, yeah, they did the movie Rad, and Edgar Wright, who kind of is the off-screen guy, goes, did you see the movie? And he goes, yeah. Why did you see it? And he goes, my mom's in it. Because he's Talia Shire, so very funny. So there's a lot, the Todd Rundgren's in the movie a lot. You got people like Beck, who has a funny little title card. And there's these just wonderful motifs that Edgar Wright does. And that's basically this premise, and I'm just going to come right out with this. The Sparks Brothers, if this goes as well as Last Night in Soho, we might have a rarity. 2 movies by the same person on my best of list, because, oh my god, I loved the Sparks Brothers. In fact, I think this might be the best rockumentary I've ever seen. Ever. I'm serious. This movie is funny. It has a big heart to it. It's sweet. It's moving at times, although never dramatic or sappy. It has a good heart. You really love these guys. They're really funny, quirky individuals. You find out so many interesting facts from them, like they almost did a film adaptation of an obscure manga that was going to be directed by Tim Burton, and that didn't work out. What? Apparently they have a movie in the works with Adam Driver, which now I really want to see, that they wrote. Cool. It's like a Net or something. It's like a French film. I'll watch it. I love these guys now. I've already followed them on Instagram after seeing this movie. It's these really wonderful dudes, and it's these people, and they're real quirky people And the thing is, they never really took off in America. A lot of their best stuff was like in places like the UK primarily, but also like Germany and like Belgium stuff. They never really made it in America, and there's a lot of talk about shame, how what a shame it is. In fact, early in the movie, there's a really great talking head bit where I forget who it is. Maybe it's Todd Rundgren, where he says, where they're talking about how just prominent they were in England, especially on English television performing, and they're just like, they're the best British band that's from America, and like you see that. A lot of fun little factoids. They had a love of the French New Wave. People like Jean-Luc Godard, as Mark Kermode would say. Film Socialisme by Jean-Luc Godard. By the way, I've seen Film Socialisme and Goodbye to Language. Not a fan. I'm sorry. I can see why maybe some people like it. It's just not my cup of tea. And I'm a pretentious film nerd. It should be, but no, not my thing. Basically, but they did a movie where he did like apparently a parody of it in high school called, that roughly translated in French to Very Serious. It's like Très Serious, and it's like very serious, like a spoof he did. Very funny. Really great tidbits. I also love there's kind of this really funny motif that Wright does where they'll have the title of the song along with right after they kind of do the album, and they go from album to album. There's 25 of them throughout the film. It's a 2.5 hour movie that feels like it's done in an hour. It moves like a bullet. But basically, where they'll have like something like one of the songs is like The Girl from Germany, and it'll say, they'll have like a English, like a UK English translation, like a dictionary definition from like a Merriam-Webster kind of thing, and it'll say like, you think it's gonna be like something like Germany, it's like girl, person of a female persuasion. Or there's a song called, sorry mom, Dicking Around, one of their songs, and they go, dick, slang for penis. Like, they think the thing that's gonna be the funniest in the movie. Look, very, very funny. I love this. I already want to download the playlist that Edgar Wright made on Spotify and just listen to it successfully. This is my new favorite band. His movie worked on me. How much more to say, you guys? I loved the Sparks Brothers. The movie and the actual brothers of the title. I love this film. 5 stars for the Sparks Brothers. Wow. By the way, on my current tally, because we're going to be doing the mid report, there's some movies I haven't seen yet this weekend, which we'll talk about. 30 movies now I counted. Best of, and a lot of honorable mentions. And it's not even halfway through the year fully yet. This has been an amazing year for movies. First one gets 5 stars. Okay, so trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. They did see this movie in a theater. Let's. All right, sorry. Let's do some trailer trash. We got actually some really interesting ones this time, and some familiar ones. So, first off, I'm so excited for this. Another director I love, David Lowery, The Green Knight. This movie looks great. It looks like I think it's based on, of course, you know, the folktale from the Arthurian times, the Arthurian Legend of the Green Knight. But it's Dev Patel, so good in one of my favorite films of last year, The Personal History of David Copperfield. And it's him, and it's David Lowery directing it, who did like Pete's Dragon, Ain't Them Body Saints, A Ghost Story. It looks great. I can't wait. One of 2 films, I guess, this year and next year he's doing, which is next one I think is actually the Disney Plus movie remake of Peter Pan, starring Jude Law. Cool. Jungle Cruise, talked about it. Looks like fun. Big fan of the cast. Trailer's getting a little old already. Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins. I'm excited for this. Come at me, haters. I'm sorry. I love this movie. Dear Evan Hansen. This trailer can wear out its welcome because I love this musical and I can't wait for this movie. This movie is like... This movie's about me, damn it. I know, I don't want to be that guy, but I love this movie. The Earth, the Wind, we get into Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain. From the director of Won't You Be My Neighbor. I was a big fan of his TV show, Parts Unknown, so I'm really excited for this film. And even if it's not in theaters, I think it actually is going to be... It's not made by Warner Brothers necessarily, it's Focus Features, but it said HBO Max, from producer HBO Max. So I think it's going to be on HBO Max at some point soon after its theatrical run, or at the same time. I'm definitely going to talk about it. Love that guy. I'm really interested. Really tragic loss of him. You know, he's no longer with us. Last one, fitting for Edgar Wright, Last Night in Soho. It's the Neon Demon in Suspiria by way of Edgar Wright, with a Man with a Golden Gun reference. I'm so excited for this. I can't wait for this movie. It's like it still is my most anticipated movie of 2021. Has been since they first announced it. I can't wait. There's trailer trash. Was there shawarma? Yes. They do the standard. I don't want to give away anything about it, but I'll say this. Stay through all the credits. All the credits are shawarma. There's nothing after, but all through the credits to the very end, to the focus features production logo at the end, there's something. Archival photos, but then in the middle of it, there is a scene that is one of the funniest mid-credit, like, troll moments I've seen since the post-credit of Spider-Man Homecoming with Captain America. Like, it's really funny. Really great little Cap's way of sending you home after the movie, with involving the Sparks Brothers. Really great little bit there at the very end. Also, I also love the fact that in the movie, just another thing about the movie, when the title comes on, there's one where Edgar Wright says to the Mail Brothers, I was thinking about, because they make a note of that, their band was going to be the Sparks Brothers, and they just went with Sparks. He goes, what would you guys think if I named this movie the Sparks Brothers? And then Ron goes, I mean, I guess it'll be alright. And then they show the title and he goes, I hate it. Change it. Funny. Yeah. 5 stars for this movie. I love this movie. I can't wait to sing its praises and download all their freaking albums. I love this movie. And I love these guys. 5 out of 5 stars. Now I just want to see the Tim Burton movie they were going to work on. That would be the shit. I hope they maybe find a way to get that out of development hell again someday with him. That would be awesome. They're very Burton-esque. Like, it would almost, if it wasn't Edgar Wright, it almost could have been Tim Burton who directed this documentary. Great film. 5 out of 5 stars. That's it. We are going to be coming up. I found out the only new movie I'm getting theatrically this weekend is F9, at least on this main weekend. So we're getting F9 tomorrow or late tonight, depending on how tired I am and after I'm done with Loki. I am going to be checking out the new Netflix comedy film Good on Paper, starring Eliza Schlesinger, and of course I'll do a review as well. F9, of course, and then also this weekend I'm planning on watching the new documentary film, also about someone who fascinates me, Wolfgang, about Wolfgang Puck on Disney+. Sounds like fun. Next Tuesday is Zola, and the other things are coming down the line too, including possibly, like I said, America the Motion Picture, Summer of Souls coming on July 2nd. We also got, like, Where Was Within, the Fear Street trilogy, all of them on a week-by-week basis. We got, like, No Sudden Move, Boss Baby 2, Forever Purge. I think I said Where Was Within, but if I didn't, that's one too. The Tomorrow War, Black Widow, and so on. So, yeah. And some shows in the meantime, I'm sure. So, yeah. That'll be next time. All of that, not all of it, but, individually next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love y'all, Class Mist. I love you 3000. I love the Sparks Brothers, the movie and the music. Please go check it out. Be kind to one another. And if you have Instagram, follow these guys. Really, it's great. Thank you all. Take care. See you soon. Probably real soon. Bye-bye.